Welcome to Every LA Talks with Los Angeles real estate agent Matthias Baker Mazzucci.
Okay, let's talk about what makes a real estate market investor friendly. Before we dive into it, I have to say something very important that people may overlook. Just so you're aware of, because we talked about 1031 exchanges a lot, and this is essentially the tool that an investor needs to use, should use. These are nationwide. So just make sure everybody understands that this is not just your state. If you're in California, especially where we are in Los Angeles, in Southern California, you can look at properties everywhere. So when you do look at properties everywhere, Ashley, how do you figure out where is the good place for me to put my money?
Yeah, so I mean, it's hard to find a good deal today. I will speak kind of to where the DST sponsors look and what I look for in deals. It'll give good insight on the markets that we're looking at. But when I'm looking at different markets, what I want to see is job growth. I want to see why are industries moving there? What industries are driving that market? I want to look at where are rents? Are rents increasing? What is the migration of the population? Is it supporting the development of the multifamily projects? So there's a lot in regards to the economics of the community, of the city that we're looking at to determine, is this investor friendly? And then very important as well is it a landlord friendly state? Something to consider. I'll let you talk about Los Angeles and whether or not it's landlord friendly, but that's what we want to see for clients, is that they're going to have some control over the property.
Okay, let me say, this is not a secret. Los Angeles is not a landlord-friendly city. There's the rent stabilization ordinance, rent caps, just cause eviction. Now it's affecting also single-family residents. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, and it hasn't gotten better over the past 20 years that I've been in real estate. So one of the things that you want to look at when you're moving your money is places where your cash flow is not capped by politics. This is very important. Now, I'm not talking about the wild, wild west. I'm not talking about a laissez-faire type of market. I'm just talking about a place where rents stay in line with the market. So where there's demand, it's equal. I'm not talking about renting a one bedroom for $1 million, crazy things like that. That doesn't make any sense, and that there's not going to be any demand and nobody's going to rent it from you. What you want is places where you can decide. And so, as Ashley aptly put it, you want to follow essentially where institutional investors, people who do this every day, who are responsible to stockholders, who are responsible to sponsors, who are responsible to the investors, et cetera, where are they looking? And most importantly, you ask the question, why are they looking in that market? Is it university towns? Is it cities where big companies are building? Like now there's investments, from semiconductors, and where are these factories being built? People that, when there's a lot of jobs, there's also a need for housing. So wherever that is, it's important to look at it. There's people who are looking at these data all the time. So what I say, instead of, you don't necessarily need to become an expert in all of this, but you can copy from where people are having success, and you can move in those same markets. Does that make sense, Ashley?
It does. And the one thing I would also tell investors is understanding your investment strategy and talking to your agent to help understand those markets. Because if you follow the institutional money, they're moving into new asset classes. They're moving into student housing, and they're moving into senior living. So understanding where there's new opportunity as well. It's not all traditional real estate of multifamily that we're used to. There's a lot more out there. So talking with your agent to understand what's happening in the market today.
Absolutely. Agreed. So we help you track that data so that you don't have to. And if you have any questions, please do reach out to us. Thank you for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one.
Thank you for watching. To find out more, visit everyla.com.